Investigators believe they're close to solving the murder of a well-known Giles County man, but there's one last hurdle in their way.
In tonight's Mid-State Mystery, News 4's Marissa Sulik takes a closer look at the murder of Jim Grimes and the one piece of information that could be standing in the way of an arrest.
In the quiet outskirts of Linville, Tennessee, farmland puts neighbors at a distance, giving people like Jim Grimes and his wife Dawn their own oasis.
As soon as we pulled up the driveway, we both knew that this is where we wanted to be.
Dawn and Jim, married 15 years, knew this land would be the perfect place to spend retirement. A serene spot with horses, goats, a pig, a home their blended family of 4 and their grandchildren could gather for holidays.
No better place to be than, beautiful Giles County, and it truly is a beautiful little community, and unfortunately, bad things happen here too.
On the night of April 19th, it was Dawn's turn to feed the animals, but she didn't feel well.
I feel a lot of guilt because it was supposed to be me that went out that night. And when he got here, he knew I hadn't felt good that day, and he said, "You're tired. Just go sit down, relax. I'll go feed."
She remembers being upstairs when she heard an explosion-like sound. She says she walked out the back door, looked toward the barn, and saw the headlight Jim wore shining from the ground.
And I yelled for him. He never answered.
Dawn says she ran to Jim and called 911, but she didn't know her husband was shot until investigators with the Giles County Sheriff's Department got to the scene.
They were fairly close.
Luke Tyson was one of them.
Probably huge likelihood that Jim saw the individual that shot him.
He believes the individual who shot Jim in the chest knew the lay of the land.
There are electric fences that cover a large portion of the property. Pretty much the back side of the property was the only thing that didn't have an electric fence on it that night.
Since that night, Tyson says they've done grid searches on the property, used canines, even drained the pond. They say after months of weekly investigations, they have a person of interest, but there's a roadblock.
Really looking for location data on any individual in the area.
Tyson says they've submitted 90 search warrants to tech companies like Apple and Google, trying to find cell phone locations the night of April 19th. But it's not so easy.
We know it's out there. We're a small department, and we just don't have the means like some of these larger departments to track cell phone data, other electronic devices that may have been in the area. We just don't have that capability.
And while they wait for information from the tech companies, Dawn continues to make sure this county never forgets her husband. Drive down Linville's rural roads, and signs with Jim's face and $1 million reward lines neighbors' fences. But no matter how much the reward is, Dawn believes the answers lie with the tech companies.
What you see on TV, in 48 hours, this mystery is solved, It doesn't work like that. And there are thousands and thousands of hours of work, day, night, that they're working to solve this, and they're so close. And I hope this person knows how close they are, because we're going to come and we're going to get them, and they are going to pay for what they've done.
In Giles County, Marissa Sulik, News 4 Nashville.